everyone. So let's start with how to draw it on a paper, and let's start with the basics. Uh, Now the question arises: what are you going to use it? What kind of material you are supposed to use? The pencil, the paper. So I would suggest you to practice it on a A4 size. So that's what they give it to you in the exam hall. And use the kind of pencil I'm showing you right now. It's a lead pencil. It's kind of mechanical. You can also go for the same here, but I am very much familiar or I have a habit to go with this particularly. I think it's better you get a comfortable place where that's what I do. I keep everything on the right side. I am a right-handed person, so that's what my comfort zone is. Try to figure out yours one. If you're left-handed, I have a little habit of tilting my paper. I don't know. It helps me a lot. If you are good at drawing things, then I won't suggest you to go to this tutorial. You can skip this. In case you're somebody who has never practiced before, or this is for the first time you're going and you want to crack the exam, I'm sure if you have a month, you can practice and or you can get those skills. And I think it's just a skill. It's more of a mind and your wrist. So once you are done with it, I don't think there won't be any problem. You have to understand how to convey everything on a paper. So in order to that, you should also have some amount of knowledge with respect to geometry, light, and as well as shadow. So let's get started. Before getting started, I want you to grasp the art of uh, how to uh, how to control your wrist. And whenever you're controlling your wrist, that's how the pencil will go with you. So what happens is most of us are not good at drawing a line or or a circle or many other shapes and understanding how how shadow works for three objects. So let's get started. So I go with the first line exercise. What I have done previously is what I'm going to teach you right now. So let's go with the horizontal lines. All you have to do is so this is how I actually hold my pencil. This is not the only way to hold a pencil. So the thing is, you can hold it this way. I have seen people holding it this way as well, and that is also a fine way to do it. If you are not an expert, I suggest you to hold it the way you are very comfortable with. It doesn't matter. Your body will try to get the way actually it is very much comfortable in. So do not try to copy anybody. Just try to be yourself. And so that's how I hold. And then you have to draw horizontal line. Do not move your wrist. So try to not move your wrist. It's only going from one line, one point A to point B, and that's it. So move. So that's a horizontal line. I don't think somewhere here it was very shabby. So let's do it one more. So the idea of this exercise is make a lot of horizontal lines as much as possible which are parallel, they are not cutting each other. If you want to, you can extend it, but I don't mind if you won't, because that's not something you should be targeting. It's not horizontal lines. So it's become very difficult for me while speaking and as well as drawing these horizontal lines. Okay, so let's get started. So I made a mistake here. So try not to make such mistakes, and I suggest you to draw horizontal lines as much as possible. Again, I made a mistake. One, two. While drawing this, I suggest you to minimize the distance between the lines as much as possible and try not to intersect with each other. The more you will drawing this line, it will look like it will feel like a meditation. It will also give you a control over your wrist. Okay, that's done. So keep doing this at least like an hour or half an hour. I would say half an hour is quite enough if you do this practice. If you are a beginner, that's the horizontal line. The same for the vertical. While doing the vertical, what you have to do is keep use your entire arm and pull it behind. So all you have to do is keep your arm here, and if this is the wrist I'm talking about, then you have to pull it behind. So that's what wrist starts over here. So all you have to do is take it behind. So pull your wrist in a straight line. It will give you a straight line. So it's more like I think use your arm as a draft if you have been in mechanical engineering, or if you were an architect, then it's good. You have already practiced this kind of talent, so it's fine. So what I personally do is I focus on my wrist. I try to pull my wrist in a straight line and keep my pencil on a single point. I don't focus on my pencil. I actually focus on my wrist. Try to make those lines as near as possible, but do not intersect with each other. I keep doing it, so that's not really a bad part I did over here. You can keep doing it. Do it for half an hour, both of these line practices. I think within 10 days you will be very, very uh, familiar. You will be very, very, you will improve it within 10 days for sure. And that won't take much of a time. If you focus, if you concentrate, it's really easy. So that's how you should practice for lines. I'll go for next example where you will have to focus on how to make other shapes. Apart from straight lines, I think what I have seen is people are not good at making circles or maybe other shapes. So let's try making some circles. Now this is really bad. Again, yeah. So yeah, I don't usually practice a lot. It's not coming, but you keep doing it. And yes, there you some time you will realize if you are not practicing every day, if you are not doing it every day, you'll realize that your wrist is getting frozen. That's what usually used to happen when we come from vacation to the school and we are not able to write the way we used to write it, and the wrist gets little frozen. So there is a practice that, and I have learned everything from the books. So what they have told us is make this twirls. So these walls are actually helixes. Keep in mind that again that you are going to use your wrist and not your tip of pencil. So what what is required right now here is your wrist is supposed to be very, very loose. So loosen your wrist. Do not make a tighter wrist. It won't help you actually in drawing any uh, object or shape to make those curved lines. So what happens is curved lines are actually the place where uh, a sketch gets attracted, and I think that's how your fine lines are very, very important while you're sketching. So I'll ask you to focus on your wrist while making those lines. So let's not go to the making any shape or any curve shape. Let's focus on how to make curved lines, and you keep on making it. Try to reduce the distance between each other. Keep on doing it. What happens is you see the distance here is getting reduced every time, and you are making a better curved lines, or this I can call it a helix. So make a better helix every time, and you keep doing it. So that's how it is done. It doesn't matter what pencil you are using for such practice. It's fine if you can deal with this mechanical pencil. Go ahead. If you don't like this one, you can actually change it. That's how you practice for the curve lines. What my suggestion for beginners will be, put half an hour at least for 10 days. So you make horizontal lines, and you make vertical lines, and you make ellipses the way I told you. If you do it every day, your wrist will be very, very improved in order to control the pencil. And now we focus on the objects, how to draw the objects.